This is not a political video. The purpose of this is to examine the assassination attempt using open source intelligence methods and expert analysis from law enforcement officers. The Secret Service counter sniper team, located here on this rooftop, returned fire within moments and eliminated the gunman here 130 meters away with a shot to the head. About 16 seconds after the shooting first started, the final gunshot can be heard, presumably from the counter-sniper team. People have wondered, how could the counter-snipers in the video not have seen the would-be assassin prior to him getting off a shot? This is because the area of responsibility for those counter-snipers on the roof behind Trump was very likely in the extended tier. Essentially, they were scanning for threats a great distances well beyond the roughly 150 meters the threat appeared. This is evidenced by the fact that the elevated counter-sniper has to dramatically drop his line of sight to respond to the shooter. This is a satellite image of the venue where the rally was held at Butler Farms Showgrounds near Butler, Pennsylvania. It's a wide open outdoor field with ground level and rooftop visibility that extends over 100 meters in every direction. The gunman was able to somehow evade security and managed to get onto this rooftop here. It's about 420 feet or 130 meters away from the podium and stage where Trump was giving his speech. He was on a one-story building with a pitch that's probably about 25 feet in elevation. It looks like the Secret Service counter-sniper team were using what looks to be a special version of the bolt-action Remington 700. This is the type of rifle that you'd be looking for extended range threats beyond 150 meters. The sniper team is one of the last lines of defense. If they're pulling triggers, that means a lot of other steps have already gone wrong, because ideally a shooter should never even have gotten within a mile of an elevated clear shot of the former president. Based on limited details at this point, in my opinion, the security breakdown occurred in the middle tier, which would likely include law enforcement who were supposed to be assigned to the area near the outbuildings. This building that the gunman took up a firing position on is not a part of the Butler Farm Show perimeter. It lies just outside. That could be one potential reason as to why this happened, because it was outside the perimeter of the event. But beyond a few trees, there's nothing between the president, just a wide open field that separates the two. The Secret Service advance team would have created a plan weeks in advance that normally would have identified every single elevated potential sniper position within line of sight. A quick count shows there are about 18 buildings that have a clear line of sight that I've marked for you on the map. Agents would normally either have someone posted up on each location, or they would strictly control access to all these buildings on the ground days in advance. Normally those buildings, especially ones that are that close in proximity, would have had access restricted. The House Oversight Committee has already called on Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle to testify to Congress about what went wrong.
Is this a failure of security?
Really, at this point, we're not going to make that assessment. Things need to occur investigatively to make those determinations of what, if any, failures there were.
I hope I provided some valuable information or insight. Be sure to follow Tim McMillan on Twitter. He's an expert. He's the guy to go to on this topic.